Hey Jonesy Babes and Anonymous Jonesy Babes, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about Chloe Driver's trial and what's going on with this case. I'm not sure how many of you guys are following. If you are following this case, please let me know in the comment section. So let's talk about it. Because it's really sad. It's horrible. And it seems like every time somebody unalives someone, they all want to say or blame mental health. You can't blame mental health for everything when you know what you're doing. But anyway, let's just talk about it. A Tennessee woman is standing trial in Georgia for the stabbing death of her 13-month-old daughter. Chloe Driver, 24, is facing multiple charges, including malice murder in the 2020 death of her daughter Hannah, and this happened in December of 2020. Now, while responding to a 911 call, police discovered Chloe and Hannah in a bedroom, both suffering from stab wounds, reported by the Cherokee News outlet. An indictment accuses Chloe of stabbing Hannah in the neck multiple times with a knife. Poor baby. Chloe has pleaded not guilty by reasons of insanity. Stated in court documents, the defendant was in the midst of a psychotic episode that included paranoia, delusional beliefs, hallucinations, and disordered thinking. Now, according to her defense, Chloe was living a nomadic lifestyle. The defense says several witnesses could account for her mental health issues and subsequent deterioration in the weeks leading up to Hannah's death. Now, in an opening statement, prosecutors said Driver was one of the 3 women married to Brian Joyce, who lived a nomadic and religious polygamous lifestyle. Driver's defense said those beliefs, coupled with mental illness, led Driver to psychosis that resulted in the death of her daughter. Chloe is standing trial on charges of murder, cruelty to children in the first degree, aggravated battery, and aggravated assault. This is so sad. This is absolutely sad. So I'm going to read to you, I think we're up to day 4. So I'm going to bring you current of what's going on in the trial. But if you want to watch the trial for yourself to get a full understanding, to hear everything that's going on, you may do so. It's on YouTube or it's on Court TV. So Katie Groper, or it's Katie Groper. I think it's Groper. Katie Groper, Deputy Chief Assistant District Attorney, delivers the state's opening statements. Katie said that Chloe Driver is not a weak-minded person and does not meet the standard of criminal insanity. Now, prosecutors told jurors that Chloe Driver was not mentally ill when she decided to unalive her 13-month-old daughter, Hannah Nicole Driver. Defense attorney Angela Trethewey delivers the opening statements on behalf of Chloe Driver. Driver's defense attorney said that she was indoctrinated in a polygamous ideology by her 38-year-old boyfriend, Brian Joyce, and suffered years of abuse. Driver took a paring knife from a butcher block in the kitchen of the home, grabbed her daughter, locked themselves in an upstairs bedroom where she committed the heinous act of unaliving her daughter. Chloe Driver has entered a plea of not guilty by reason of insanity during the time of the incident. So that was day 1. Day 2. A pediatric forensic pathologist told jurors that Hannah Nicole Driver succumbed to her injuries within minutes of being fatally wounded by her mother, Chloe Alexis Driver. Hannah suffered 4 fatal wounds, 3 to her neck and 1 to her upper back. Jurors heard testimony from Jason Spillers, someone who knows and traveled with Chloe Driver. He described Driver as a sweet and loving mother, but would transition into delusional and psychotic episodes and struggle with mental health illness often. Well, if that was the case, if she struggled with mental health often, why did she have her baby? Why was her baby left with her in her care? That baby could have stayed with a family member. Now, Chloe Driver was in the hospital 10 days following the incident before she told medical professionals she suffered from delusions. Before then, Driver asked questions about how long was she, was going to serve in prison, and refused to go to physical therapy to learn how to walk again because she would still be sitting in a jail cell. Okay. Day 3. Jurors see videos of Chloe Driver's interviews with the police while in the hospital. While recovering from her injuries, she could only write her response to the investigator's question. Chloe Driver asked Detective Taina Cruz through a written note the day after her daughter's death, how long will my prison sentence be for unaliving her? In another note, she wrote, I'm sorry I unalived her. I should have stayed, referencing her parents driving to North Carolina to take her home. Detective Cruz said there was no evidence that someone else unalived her daughter, Hannah Nicole Driver. Driver's mother emailed a video to Detective Cruz of Chloe Driver begging for help getting her daughter back from her child's father, Brian. Driver's mother thought it would be helpful to the case. From November 30th to December 2nd, 2020, Chloe Driver searched how to snap a neck 2 weeks before the incident. She also searched how to obtain a birth certificate for a baby and traveling with a baby. That was in her Google search. Chloe Driver made 617 jailhouse phone calls to Brian, Hannah's father, from February 5th, 2021 to May 5th, 2023. So yeah, in her Google search, how to snap a neck. And that was 2 weeks before this incident happened. Lord Jesus. And then she made 617 phone calls to Brian, and that's the child's father, from February 5th, 2021 to May 5th, 2023. Day 4. Chloe Driver stopped taking her medication 2 or 3 months before the incident involving her daughter Hannah. Forensic psychologists testified for the defense and diagnosed Driver with schizophrenia, delusions, and borderline personality disorder. Garrett said Driver became concerned with having a normal life for her daughter and described how she tried to obtain a birth certificate for Hannah. Driver also told Dr. Garrett that Brian would not allow her to speak to anyone and monitor her phone calls with her parents. So, I hope I brought you guys up to speed. This is what's going on in this trial. You can go over to Court TV, or it could be some other, channels showing the trial, and, listen to everything that's going on. If you are following the case, let me know in the comment section. Let's have a conversation. How do you feel about this case? I know talking about a child in this manner is upsetting. It really is. But you have crazy people out there who are doing all types of things to kids. All right. If people knew that she had suffered from mental health illness, why was she allowed to still have her child? knowing that she could have a breakdown at any moment. Why was she allowed to have her child? But anyway, talk to me in the comments. Let me know how you feel about this whole trial, the ones that's, listening to it and following it. If you're not following it, I will try to bring in as much updates as I can. If you don't feel like listening to the videos or listening to the trials, I'll come through and just, post videos for you guys so you don't have to go over there and listen, okay? All right, so I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one.